Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Tuesday, January 24th, and this is the market overview looking at the Dow, SPX, VIX, TNA, UUP, FXC, GLD, SLV, XOY, GE, and how about Apple? Apple sounds good. All right. Well, hey, why not start off with Apple tonight? And we haven't covered this one before. It's just such an amazing beat today. I mean, that was easily the best I can remember. It was so darn good. Um, Getting up to at the moment, I think it's 4:51 in the after hours, opening up at 460 after it was halted and going slightly higher before settling down slightly. But all-time high, simply incredible. We have to consider it simply because it's such a big component of some of the other indexes that it's going to move the markets tomorrow simply on its own weight. So going to be way the heck up here, and then we'll see what happens after that. But State of the Union address tonight, and I'm not watching it, but regardless. All the indicators here with Apple going to shift dramatically tomorrow. It looked like it was ready to relax a little bit, but nope, it's going to be way up there. Absolutely fabulous earnings. Incredible. All right, now that Apple is out of the way, out of the way for the moment anyway, on to the Dow we go. All right, we ended off with a hanging man today. And did we get... we have the slightest, itsy bitsy, teeny weeny downtick today. So do we want to say, oh, this is a downtick, now we're going to have the correction down here? Well, we do have 4 days to accomplish it. So I guess letter of the law, I'll just say that it is the weakest, crappiest downtick, but we do have this potential reversal candle. Unbelievable. All right, and possible reversal candle and downtick on the CCI. The stochastics are trying to get underway and move down. The 14-day RSI moving average is still heading on up, and RSI ticking down, overbought. Sideways on the MACD histogram ticking down. Normally, in the context of what I've been looking for the last, 2 weeks, for a bubble corrective move or a retest of the bar, yeah, maybe this would be another possibility that now is the time, but we are going to see Apple skew things tomorrow. So unless there's some State of the Union nonsense, which is negative, unless Greece is categorized as a default overnight, which it could be at any time, but still has not happened yet. I don't have too much faith in a reversal tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is the FOMC second day, which means that we're going to have Uncle Ben run his mouth, and I'm certainly not expecting QE3 tomorrow. Now, if it did happen to transpire, holy cow, what a shock that would be. But so anyways, potential reversal, but so many things stacked against it. I have no faith that tomorrow is going to be the reversal, but it'll be a nice surprise if it in fact is the case. Going on to SPX. Yeah, same thing as the Dow. Very nice hanging man. Apple's going to change all of this in the morning, right at the open. Asia's already marching up, thanks to Apple. And same thing on the secondaries. Already, apparently ready to move on over, with the exception of the 14-day RSI moving average, but it's all going to be clouded tomorrow. So there it is. By the way, we do not have a downtick on SPX yet, even though we have a potential reversal candle. Got to be fair. The VIX. Oof. What a hunk of junk the VIX was today. Gapping up and just heading on down the whole day. And there's a reason for that, which we will see in a moment. You can see that the secondaries are attempting to get underway, but every time they attempt to get underway, they fall apart. So today is no different. Stochastics ready to go up. 14-day RSI moving average and oversold, just flattened out. We touched the 20 and just totally crapped out. It really needed to get above the 20 and hold. Instead, we're into the 18s. Does that mean that we're going to have another retest of the newly formed floor before it can do its thing? Yeah, possibly. We do not have an uptick today. We could have had one. We did not get one. So, nothing to see. Nothing to see. TNA. Oh man, TNA had a good day. I added to the for fun TNA puts at the close. And then the Apple news came out. How about that for timing? So, very overbought. CCI overbought, trying to tick down. 14-day RSI moving average still pointing up. Histogram, or the stochastics trying to tick down. Slight tick down on the RSI. Side tick on the histogram. And an uptick on the MACD. This one has just been quite the rocket the past couple, the last month actually. And just defying all expectations of any kind of a turn down, just like the overall market. And all kinds of possibilities for why that's the case. FOMC, normally bullish the first half of the day. Normally not so bullish the second half of the day. And Apple boosting it come the morning. So this is going to be, this might be a big open for TNA. And star of the show, the belle of the ball, UUP. We were looking at the VIX earlier. It performed like garbage. And here's the reason why. Spinning top yesterday. Going into the bar expecting some sort of a move back. We did start the day off with that, and it just crapped out the entire day. Just like the VIX. In my opinion, this explains the movement of the market today, with it going down and then recovering the entire day, mirroring the dollar. Notice how it gapped up right to the major price consensus level, got above it for a short period of time, and then crapped out and backed away from it. I still expect there to be congestion here since it is getting into the bar, and for it to just fall apart at this moment would require QE3 tomorrow. So we're going to see. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics very low, trying to hook over. CCI ticking up out of oversold, actually getting to the oversold line. Uptick on the RSI, downtick on the histogram, downtick on the MACD, and its cousin FXE gapping down, making the market go down, and it was up all day. Notice it stopped, but cold, right at the major price consensus level. It should be resistance. Notice it stopped there yesterday as well. Notice the absolutely pathetic formation of the short-term moving averages. It is running right into the bar and stopping, which is what's supposed to happen. We should have congestion here until there's a clear movement through it. This is not the sharpest of moves at the moment. We do have more room to move on the 14-day RSI moving average, so it does have that in its favor. Stochastics very high, CCI very high, RSI ticking down, histogram ticking up, MACD ticking up, and so this is normal, this is healthy. Getting a bar retest is a good thing. So the question at this moment becomes, does the overall trend reassert itself at this moment in UUP, in FXE? That's the $1 million question. If it does reassert itself, the market is in for some pain, and if it doesn't reassert itself, then the market is going to go on its merry way further up, perhaps a good long way. Alrighty then, going on to XOI, oil. We're always saying when oil is bullish, the market is bullish, and today oil bullish. Moving on up after its dip in the morning. We do not have a downtick, and we're still waiting for a. Actually, we already have a bar retest. I tested the 200-day moving average. The question becomes: is this trend permanent? Is this just beginning its run? Look at the wobble in the short-term moving averages. That should be a warning sign. That is ugly. Is that enough to stop it? Well, stochastic's trying to hook over. 14-day RSI moving average, still some room to move. CCI overbought, ticking down. RSI ticking down, getting out of overbought. Histogram ticking down. MACD still ticking up. A lot of problems in oil at this level. It is near its previous high. If you look at this, it matches up perfect with the close of yesterday. That's no accident. But it did pierce it with the upper shadow yesterday. We almost have a hanging man here, but the body's too fat. So fat body, hanging man, and lots of wobble. Doesn't mean it can't break out. Just means that it has some problems. And GE, trying to get a read on the Dow ahead of time. We still do not have a retest of the 200-day moving average or the bar. We do have the downtick, which started yesterday. And guess what? It was met intraday today. Perfect touch of its target. How about that? So this is done. We now have to see if it continues down. If it does, we know that we have a bar retest underway. And if it just pauses here, then there's a very good chance that it will attempt to continue its merry way. Now to get a further read on that, secondaries. 14-day RSI moving average. Slight downtick today. Nothing major, but it is a downtick. CCI moving down, stochastics moving down, RSI moving down, histogram ticking down, and the MACD ticking down. This is normally leading the Dow. Now, once again, keep in mind, Apple will cloud the morning, and if it's going to run to 500 or 1,000 or $5 million, it's going to drag many indexes with it. So this may be misleading, which certainly would not have been the indication had Apple not reported today. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and we have to say what we see. Oh yes, precious metals, what am I thinking? GLD. Been so strong. Backed off a little bit after coming very close to the upper Bollinger Band, ending with a spinning top today, giving us a downtick, which gives us a target just above 160. And that's fine. Normally when you come through and you break the bar in one go, you're supposed to have excessive separation, ugliness in the short-term moving averages, turn around, go back, fix itself, and bounce off of the bar before flipping it. That's what we're looking for at this moment. 14-day RSI moving average, lots of room to move to the upside. However, stochastics ticking down, CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down, histogram ticking down, and MACD still ticking up. So, this is okay. But a little bit of a pullback at this moment would be healthy. Need to pull back just slightly and begin moving up once again. Perhaps even resetting the stochastics down to the 14-day RSI moving average, turning them around and joining it for the rest of its move. And SLV. Very similar condition to gold. Not quite as positive since we have a red candle, but secondaries all very similar. So nothing really special to add to that. And that's going to be it. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day, very NDE heavy on multiple fronts. So just waiting, enjoying, and as always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Thank you.